multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now. There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good. Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy. I'm in. I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello, and a good morning to you, and you. Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here in the building. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 destinations for you all this morning. We're going to get it started off with Megan Thee Stallion. 2 big things, as you guys know, or may not know. Megan Thee Stallion has a swimsuit line at Walmart, and she just talked about something really big at DreamCon, which, by the way, she's sponsored, by the way. So Megan Thee Stallion sponsoring things, and other people are in scandals that they cause for themselves. Malagograms. Anyway, with that being said, we'll get into that. Stitch beat one of the biggest movies at the box office. Wait till you hear which movie. By the way, speaking of movies, Sinners has taken over anything and everything. And Warner Brothers has something to say about that, so we'll talk about that. Disney, well, they're getting rid of Rivers of America, or are they? We'll talk about that. My damn alma mater, Kent State University. Y'all really, like I said in the thumbnail, y'all are really allowing a waste of life who America stupidly voted for, the rest of America, because this part of America did not vote for him. The rest of the idiots in America voted for this dumb fuck. Y'all ain't allowing him to tell y'all what to do. Child, we'll talk about why my alma mater is being so stupid this morning. Wicked for Good. If you're going to the movies today to see Wicked, you guys are going to get to see the first trailer for Wicked for Good. But for the rest of us, there is some good news for us in case you can't make it to the theater today. I got the intel for you there. Then the Roots had the Roots Picnic. Had some issues. We'll talk about that too. Job Corps is ending. You know, that program that helps young people have, gain a technical skill and have housing and stuff like that. Well, that's ending. We'll talk about that. And then finally, to everybody that's on TikTok shop, you need to pay attention to this story from Business Insider. We got a lot to talk about. 9 destinations for y'all. Higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. One thing to know, 2 things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it off right. But whenever you're starting the daylight, and a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I said,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen, Moonves, and Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You are absolutely right. On this channel right here, a lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well for each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do. 9 destinations for you all this morning. Yes, indeed. So we are going to kick it off here with this story from Media Takeout here. Megan Thee Stallion shows perfect body in new swimwear. Megan Thee Stallion hits the runway for the debut of Hot Girl Swimming. It's giving iconic or hot-conic. We did cover the swimsuit line here, but she was at Miami Swim Week. Okay, so here it is here. Houston High stand-up. Megan Thee Stallion is adding swimwear mogul to her ever-growing list of wins. The Grammy-winning rapper officially launched her new swimwear line, Hot Girl Swim, and she did it in true Megan fashion by strutting the runway herself and shutting it all the way down. Y'all, here she is here. That's the picture I used as the thumbnail. Child, like I said, Tory stay in jail. Sim Milagro scams. By the way, shout out to Conscious TV. To jail. Kelsey to jail as well. I mean, listen, I see why those three heathens are jealous, broken, and scattered mentally. Because, I mean, for Megan to look like this and for them to look like that, ain't got no traction that creates motion because they're nothing of value to themselves, so they don't produce anything of good. Of course you would hate on somebody you can never, of course. Y'all see the definition of those? Jesus Christ, child. She did that. She did that. The launch event held at a sun-soaked venue the launch event held at a sun-soaked venue with serious summer vibes, with less fashion show and more full-blown celebration by confidence, sex appeal, and apologetic hot girl energy. A real hot girl moment. Wearing a show-stopping metallic bikini from the line paired with a drag mesh cover-up and custom soleils, Megan made it very clear who the moment belonged to. Her runway walk was powerful. Her smile even brighter. Fans couldn't get enough. This is for the high, she declared before the stage. We deserve to feel sexy and confident in every damn thing we wear, especially with Bullseye, backed up by a booming soundtrack of her own hits. Megan was joined on the catwalk by an inclusive diverse lineup of models showcasing hot girl swims, debut collection mix of bold prints and curve-hugging woman pieces, rather microbikinis and everything in between. From Audrey Farmer, they need to quadruple that man's sentence. Listen. So I'm going to show the video here. Give me a moment here. I just got to get myself adjusted here. Y'all know we always promote Black excellence on our channel here. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. All right, y'all. So here is Megan here. Turn this up. Ah! Do you see that? Do you see that? Now, it's the pose, it's everything. Like, girl, yes. Yes. Oh, my Lord. I'll show it off 2 more times. Listen. Oh, Jesus. Man, listen. Woo. You know what I put in the description box? I'm like, Megan Thee Stallion could be Megan Thee Braylon's wifey, okay? Because listen, she did that shit. She did that. Now listen, Megan, I hope that you have hotties in the swimwear serving your tequila, okay? That there's specialty cocktails. By the way, in case you don't know, Megan Thee Stallion is opening her own Popeyes restaurant in Miami, in case you did not know. And if you're wondering, she's got tequila. She does. It looks something like this. Roll.
Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. Shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. C-H-I-C-A-S, 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 C-H-I-C-A-S.
So hopefully that tequila is served at Megan Thee Stallion's Popeyes location in Miami. So you can make margaritas and gin drinks and gin, and I think you can mix gin and tequila. Ooh, yes. Gin and tequila will be a lot, Okay, Ginquila. See why I'm doing the Chicas Divertus Ginquila cocktail at Popeyes? Megan, I'm available. Anyway, let's roll on here. Hey, to the two people here, glad to have you here. The collection, Sexy Sport, it's Megan, Hot Girl Swim. Isn't just a name, it's an add to the brand's debut drop. Offer sizes from extra small to 4X. And the styles are designed with real bodies and movement in mind, from neon 2 pieces to cut out monokinis. Rather, the collection is heavy on detail, high on stretch, and made for both lounging and turning heads. Every piece had to be something I would wear, Megan told the press of the event. I wanted y'all to feel like you could hop on a jet ski and hit the ground without changing outfits. Price points are aimed to be accessible too, with swimsuits ranging from $40 to $85. The line officially goes online this week, and let's just say it's already crashing wish list. So she does have some swimsuits already out on Walmart.com and her website, but I think this will be her official line. So she made, some swimsuits from Walmart, then this will be her official line. But either way, you got Walmart and your own brand, rising to greatness for sure. From rap queen to swim queen. Oh, that was good media takeout. This new fashion venture marks another boss move in Megan's post-label era after parting ways with her former record label and launching her own imprint, Hot Girl Productions. She has taken full creative control over her career, and now her brand is about building my empire. She said, Hot Girl Swim is just the beginning. I want to make things for me, I want to create things for women like me, rather. Tall, thick, curvy, athletic, whatever. Fashion should make you feel good, not fit into someone else's box. The rollout was also very on brand for Megan. Fun, confident, fun, and dripping in self-love. As expected, her fans and famous friends are already flooding social media with love for the line, and those rendering clips are going viral. Child, listen. Megan, I would post, I would go to Michael's, get this blown up, and put it in the foyer, okay? Listen, because chat. If Megan was Megan Thee Braylon's wifey, I would have that in our foyer. And people come over, why do you have Megan up like that? Because that's my fucking wife, and what of it? Want to be able to enjoy when I get home before she gets home. I mean, no, that's my damn mouth. Anyway, what's next on the Hot Girl Captain? Listen, y'all can't deny, Megan is the one to be the two to activate the three. What's next for the Hot Girl Captain? Between new music festival dates, her partnership with Nike, and now this fresh foray into fashion, Megan Thee Stallion is showing no signs of slowing down. And Hot Girl Swim, so anything go by, the summer belongs to Meg again. So get your gloss, your SPF, and your fiercest bikini pose ready. The high era just leveled up. Now, I'm just trying to figure out, Megan, why was this not featured on Netflix? Because y'all know that Megan Thee Stallion has a first look deal with Netflix, right? Hot Girl Summer, the fashion show, could have been live streamed on Netflix. You have the deal, but you're not doing anything with it. I'm just saying. Just saying. Or you know what? Maybe there's projects and developments we haven't seen there. But either way, you got Netflix in your back pocket. Yeah, don't make no sense. But speaking of things in her back pocket, check this out from blackenterprise.com here. Check this out here. Megan Thee Stallion announces anime series on Amazon Prime and latest business venture. Megan Thee Stallion shared that her new anime will include Boondocks producer Carl Jones on its creative team. Megan Thee Stallion announced that her new anime series will premiere on Amazon Prime. Megan revealed the show's development while on a panel at DreamCon, a convention focusing on pop culture entertainment. Complex Music reposted footage of the exclusive announcement. So here we go. Here.
Come out with my own anime. Oh. Yes, and it's gonna be on Amazon Prime.
That's gonna be awesome.
Exclusive for the Houston audience.
Did we get more details? The name?
No, that's the exciting.
That's it. Okay, we're excited about that.
It's gonna be you ain't never seen an anime like this ever in your life.
I like that. I'm excited. We excited, right? You know, Carl Jones.
Yes, so Carl Jones is definitely on the team, and shout out to him because we really did our thing. We took a long time putting this together, and it's finally coming. So you can only imagine how we coming with this anime. Megan Thee Stallion and Carl Jones, what the hell?
Oh, it makes sense. It feels like it's so authentically you.
So, like I said, I'm not surprised by this because Megan Thee Stallion puts anime in everything she does. She's got an Airbnb experience that's going to combine her love of anime with her love of just being bold, outright, and daring, right? So she's got the Airbnb experience coming up. But also, too, she presented at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards in Japan. So this is no surprise to me and a surprise to her fans. And yes, I'm a hottie. Yes. Now, of course, to other people, but then again, everybody's got an opinion, but that doesn't mean it's true. Although she kept silent on the upcoming series details, Megan told her Hai's fan base prepare for a new kind of anime. The project will also feature Boondocks producer Carl Jones to help bring the series to life. You ain't never seen an anime like this ever in your life, exclaimed the rapper during the Houston event. However, fans may have to wait a bit before seeing the rapper's new project come to life. The streamer has yet to set a premiere date, but it will be exclusively shown on Amazon Prime. However, Megan has other ventures for the Highs to patronize. In the meantime, the 30-year-old just debuted her swimwear collection with Walmart. Aptly deemed Hot Girl Summer features an 18-piece collection of bikinis, monokinis, one pieces, and cover-ups for diverse body sizes. Everyone knows I love being near a pool or a beach, so I finally decided to turn my passion into a business and create my own swimwear brand, explained Megan on the clothing line. As reported by Hot 97, it was only right we kick off Hot Girl Summer with this launch and provide hotties of all body types with the official Hot Girl uniform. The full-body entertainer also took part in her own runway show during Miami Swim Week to promote the brand. She shredded her stallion-esque silhouette in a silver metallic suit from the affordable collection. So right here, with pieces ranging from $16 to $28, the line hopes to make everyone feel like a hot girl this summer. Furthermore, the rapper is also known for driving the boat and also launched a tequila brand, Chicas Divertidas, for supports 21 and up. With her new ventures in fashion, entertainment, and adult beverages, Megan Thee Stallion is building up her own hot girl empire while continuing to make her mark in hip-hop. You know, I'm just thinking to myself, right? This is just me. Netflix doesn't have a New Year's Eve show. Can you imagine the Megan Thee Stallion anime countdown New Year's Eve show where she's sitting down with anime fans, counting down to the new year live on Netflix? I'm just saying. I think that would be amazing, right? Because I think Netflix has anime. They should. They're Netflix. But anyway, I just was thinking about that. All right. More Braylon's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. Y'all, look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here from ABC News. Lilo and Stitch. This is crazy. Now, I knew Lilo and Stitch was going to make some money, but I did not expect Lilo and Stitch to, make it do what it do. Lilo and Stitch passes Sinners to become the second highest grossing film of 2025. I was about to say movie, but highest grossing film of 2025. Lilo and Stitch has passed Sinners to become the second highest grossing film of 2025. But honestly, tell you the truth, like Sinners and Stitch is winning. Just saying. So, but I thought that this was hilarious here. Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning dominated the box office charts again after fueling a record-breaking Memorial Day weekend. Theaters in the United States and Canada had several new films to offer this weekend as well, including Sony's family-friendly Karate Kids Legends and A24 in the A24 horror movie Bring Her Back, which they say is A24's most horrific movie yet. According to studio estimates Sunday, it added up a robust $149 million post-holiday weekend. That's up over 120% from the same time frame last year. Disney's live-action hybrid Lilo and Stitch took first place again with $63 million from 4,410 locations in North America. It was enough to pass Sinners to become the second highest grossing movie of the year, with $2 $280.1 million in domestic ticket sales, right? Globally, its running total is $610.8 million. Sinners, meanwhile, is still going strong in its seventh weekend, with another $5.2 million, bumping it up $267.1 million domestically and $350.1 million globally. So still, right? I mean, it's clear that in domestic ticket sales and international sales, like, Stitch is winning. But still, Sinners are winning. Like, let's think about this for a second. The fact that Disney had such a flop with Snow White, to have a win with Lilo and Stitch at the same time as Sinners, like, we got a black director winning and a legendary Disney classic winning at the same time, and they're both about minorities. That's the real win to me, for sure. So let's see here. The 8th Mission Impossible movie also repeated in second place with $27.3 million from 3,861 locations, as well as with Lilo and Stitch, that's down 57% from its opening, with 122.6 million in domestic tickets sold. It's performing in line with the two previous installments, but with a reported production budget of $400 million. Profitability is a ways off. Internationally, it added 76.1 million, including 25.2 million from China, where it just opened, bringing its global total to $353.8 million. This is the year of long-term playability, said Paul. Now, I know I'm going to butcher this, so my bad. Dirgabanam, I think that's how you say his last name. ComScore's senior media analyst. The currency of word of mouth and the stronghold is more important than opening weekend dollars. That's true. If you do something good, they'll tell everybody that they know. But if you do something bad, they'll tell everybody. Leading the newcomers was Sony's Karate Kid's Legends for estimated $21 million from 3,809 locations. The movie brings Jackie Chan and Ralph Machado together to train a new kid, the Kung Fu prodigy Li Fong Ben Wang, played by Ben Wang rather. Chan has starred in a 2010 reboot of the 1984 original with Jaden Smith. That was a huge film for Jaden Smith, for sure. While Machio has found a new generation of fans in the series Cobra Kai, which just concluded its 6th season run, which Cobra Kai was actually a YouTube original, and then it moved over to Netflix. Reviews might have been mixed, but opening weekend audiences gave the PG-13 film a strong A- cinema score and 4.5 stars on post-track. It also only cost a report $45 million to produce, and has several weeks until a new family-friendly film arrives. Karate Kid Legends opened earlier internationally and has a worldwide total of $47 million. 4th place went to Final Destination Bloodlines, which earned $10.8 million in its 3rd weekend. The movie is the highest grossing in the franchise, not accounting for inflation, with $229.3 million globally. And by the way, that movie was the final time where we got to see Tony Todd, who is a legend in the horror world, right? So he passed away, for those of you who don't know, and that was his final movie, which was Final Destination Bloodlines. So yeah, very, very sad indeed, but at least we get to have him in the Final Destination series and all of his filmography forever. So the weekend's other big newcomer, Bring Her Back, rounded out the top 5 with $7.1 million from 2,449 screens, starring Sally Hawkins as a foster mother with some disturbing plans. The film is the sophomore feature of twin makers Danny and Michael Philippou, who made the 2023 horror breakout Talk to Me. It earned a rare for horror B+ cinema score, and it's essentially the only new film in the genre until 28 years later opens on June 20th. A new Wes Anderson movie, the The Foreseeing Scheme also debuted in New York and Los Angeles this weekend, where it made $270,000. It expands nationwide next weekend. The summer box office forecast remains promising, though there's a long way to go to get to the $4 billion target. Pre-pandemic norm that only Barbenheimer, which is Barbie and Oppenheimer combined, summer has surpassed. The month of May is expected to close out with $973 million, up from 75% from May 2024, according to data or data from ComScore. With final domestic figures being released Monday, this list factors in the estimated ticket sales for Friday through Sunday at United States and Canadian theaters, according to ComScore. At number one, Lilo and Stitch with $63 million. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, $27.3 million. Fry Kid Legends, $21 million. Destination Bloodlines, $10.8 million, coming in at number 4. And Karate Kids Legends at number 3. Bring Her Back coming in at number 5 at $7.1 million. Sinners coming in at number 6 with $5.2 million. Thunderbolts at $4.8 million. Friendship at $2.6 million, coming in at number 8. Thunderbolts number 7. Last Rodeo coming in at number 9, $2.1 million. And then at number 10, J-Hope on the Stage in Japan live viewing, $939,173. So not too bad for the movies this summer. So everybody's making a little something, which is better than nothing. Speaking of Sinners, by the way, I saw this, wanted to let you guys know about it now. I think that this is completely stupid. As technology catches up. There we go. I think that this is completely stupid. It will be a flop, and Warner Brothers will fall out of line with a lot of people. According to Insider, MTTSH, Warner Brothers are reportedly still willing to move forward with a Sinners sequel without director Ryan Coogler. Coogler recently revealed that he was not interested in developing a sequel to the hit film, claiming that he wanted to be a holistic finished thing. This comes to us from Phil Buzzer. So here's my take on this, right? Since Ryan Coogler said that request, honor the request. That's the end of the discussion, right? I was saying this last night on the Onyx collab on Clubhouse. I was saying that would be like if Braylon's virtual tour was on TBS, and if TBS got rebranded to the Taking Bold Steps Network, a unscripted Black MIPOC television network, right, for content creators and independent artists. And Braylon's virtual tour did 10 seasons on TBS, right? And I'm like, y'all, it's been 9 seasons. I'm going to do one more season of Braylon's virtual tour. I've went to every destination. I talked to every celebrity, every content creator, giving away money. We're giving away prizes, change lives. Y'all, season 10 is going to be the best one. After season 10, TBS and Warner Bros. Discovery says, you know what? We're going to find another Braylon Lee, and we're going to continue doing Braylon's virtual tour. I'm like, no, that's not happening. So that's basically what they're doing to Ryan Coogler, which honestly, nobody's going to go see Warner Bros. You should really stop. The fact that you put this out tells Ryan Coogler everything, right? And honestly, social capital is very hard to come by. So you already are flopping with OWN because, child, what they have done with the Never Ever Met this season, me and Gigi and I have been reviewing it this season. Our mental is still good, but it's hemorrhaging mentally, right? And then you got Ready to Love, that's on break right now. That's about to come back. And then, good Lord Jesus, y'all just need content. I mean, you know what? Oh my God, you know what's been really cool? God forbid, I know Oprah, is about, togetherness and love and but OWN reflects the culture. And since you had Greenleaf, since you had Queen Sugar, you know what would be really cool? You know what would be really, really cool? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if OWN would do it, though. I mean, just because they're a Black network doesn't mean that they would do this. But if they, did the cable television premiere of Sinners on the Oprah Winfrey Network, a lot of people would watch it. You know why? Because Sinners is that good of a movie that any way that they can get, they'll watch it. And plus, not only that, Warner Bros. Discovery that made Sinners in partnership with Ryan Coogler, they own. So it would make sense. But of course, that's branding, marketing, and promotion. But let's see some comments here. Does Warner Bros. think I'm finna go because girl, no, girl, what? No, here we got a WTF with a rolling eye emoji. Dumbest decision ever. Ryan Coogler's direction and vision and being able to deliver is what made Sinners a success. Moving on without him is just capitalist money grab. 34,683 likes. Make it 34,639 likes. I agree. And you see 113 replies. 113 replies on one comment. Let's see. 2,000 followers. Child, your subscriber count, your follower count should be going up by now, because that for a account with 2,000 subscribers, that is huge. I would definitely take this right here. Take this and post that on your social media and take that in Jamaica Mile, child. Congratulations to Raw Steph C for sure. Not seeing it button. Not every movie needs a great sequel. If Ryan doesn't want it, neither do I. That part right there. This right here is exactly the concept of what the film Sinners is about, taking your gifts and talents for personal gain. We watched it for him while we watch it without him. MBJ isn't doing a sequel without Ryan, although I would love a sequel moving forward without Ryan. It's wrong and disrespectful. They must think we're going to support it. Nah, Warner Bros. are the vampires. Warner Bros. really just doesn't learn their lesson, do they? Warner Bros. We're not going sincerely black folks. Warner is literally doing what the movie themes was. LOL, you can't make it up. It was complete as is. If Coogler says no, then let it be. Bro, it's going to flop so hard without Coogler. We don't want to see that. They're going to hate to see how we won't show up. Everything don't need a damn sequel. If Ryan Coogler not a part of it, we're not supporting it. And no, you can't put another black director in his place. I think we're still going to go. We will bootleg like old times, Warner Brothers. So, Warner Brothers, I hope that you're seeing the social media response to this. And I know you got a social media team, because every company does. I would suggest that you come out and say, y'all, in the words of Logan Paul, we had temporary lapse of judgment. We were stupid. We were wrong. And we need to respect art for what it is. But of course you won't do that, because you are about modernization and doing anything to exist than respected imagination. Kind of like Disney Parks is doing. I know we went from Sinners to Disney. I know. Yeah, I know the transition, right? So this came out on the Disney Parks blog. Piston Peak National Park builds on the story of Frontierland. Said no one ever. Now, for those of you who do not know, the Rivers of America is being taken out unnecessarily, right? And so there's supposed to be this Cars ATV experience and all that stuff. Piston Peak is, off of the Piston Cup from Cars. Now, I was with La Renee Creole, hanging with Erica and Rav, Ron E. Bradley, Father Bradley's Fun, and Tom F. on the Spice Lounge last night. Shout out to La Renee Creole. And somebody said that this also comes from the world of planes. I did not see planes. As you can see here, they are leaving in a waterfall there. This looks like an outpost of some kind. This looks like a petting zoo. This is where the Country Bear Jamboree is, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then there is Big Thunder Mountain right here. And here's the thing. Piston Peak has nothing to do with Cars. You didn't see Piston Peak in Cars, so it makes no sense at all. Cars from around the country are fueling up to be the wildest racer in the wilderness. cars from around the country are not filling up to do that. No, stop that. Of course, we know that fans are curious to see how exciting the new backdrop for the big rally race will fit into the wires, landscapes, and storytelling at the Magic Kingdom. So where is the race, child? Where's the race at? Because this looks like, hang on, let me see something. Good. Okay, so are you going through all of these tunnels and stuff? Like, this is confusing to me, right? So are you going down this hill? See, this is nothing like the concept art that they had. Nothing like it at all. Today, we are excited to share that Piston Peak National Park will continue the sweeping storytelling tradition that has crossed Liberty Square Frontierland since opening day. Westward Ho, crossing into new frontiers at Magic Kingdom. Since the early days of Magic Kingdom, adventurous guests have traveled across time and space as they pass from Liberty Square to Frontierland, starting with the architectural influences from upstate New York and colonial America at Liberty Square, before traveling to a very fun concert in the North Woods and a stop in New Orleans at T.I.'s Bayou Adventure, and ending in the Arizona Bluffs at Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. At the heart of all these stories are heroic characters with belief in themselves that help forge a path to their dreams. To continue this journey in the Great American Storytelling, Piston Peak National Park will become a part of the largest expansion in the history of the Magic Kingdom. Now, ain't that what y'all said about New Fantasyland? That would be the largest expansion in the history of the Magic Kingdom. Ooh, y'all forget y'all own history too damn quick, like Bob Iger and Josh Shamar, allergic to creativity. It's a damn shame. Welcome to Piston Peak National Park. Imagine an awe-inspiring wilderness filled with towering trees, snow-capped mountains, breathtaking waterfalls, roaring rivers, and impressive geysers. While the fictional Piston Peak is inspired by the Rocky Mountain area and the history of the iconic sites of the American Frontiers National Parks. So, Jesus. In the frontier, right? Like, I get, Lord Jesus Christ, I get that in the frontier days that when it snowed, they still had to forge and stuff. But like, no. Like, let me pull up something for you. Okay, let me pull up something. Because this is not making any sense to me. Like, none whatsoever. Give me a moment. Okay, let me do this. Because we're going to really get into this. We're really going to get into this. Because I'm flabbergasted at this. I really am. I really am just... Okay. I really am. By the way, new Ghost iced tea lemonade. It's decent. It's decent. But I'm pulling up something here that I want you guys to see here. Pull that up. Pull that up. Because this is not making any sense to me. And I can only imagine how the social media team at Disney is like, damn it, they're complaining again. Damn. We're trying. This is not trying. This is trying to do anything to see if it sticks, and you're upset that people are not accepting it. So let me see here, because I want y'all to see this. Okay. So here it is here. I want y'all to see this. So this is Disney's Wilderness Lodge, right? So here's Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Very nice, right? Very, very nice. So if you're looking for like outdoor but Disney, this is where you need to be, right? So very nice. Here's the interior of it. As it loads up here. Now, of course, there are probably. Well, hang on. Wait a minute. I zoomed in a little too quick for my liking. There it is. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Okay, there we go. Okay. So here's the thing. When you do think of a lodge, right, you do think of snow-capped mountains. But do you see any snow in the lobby, child? Do you see any snow out here? Let me zoom out. Do you see any snow right here? This is a waterfall. Yes. Like, I mean, if you're gonna, like, as I zoom in here, child, technology is technology in this morning. Give me a moment, y'all. Because I'm just really trying to understand how this relates to any damn thing. Like ever. So as we zoom in here, okay, y'all see any snow out here? Because what's going to end up happening is when families go to Piston Peak and they see the snow and they go back to Wilderness Lodge and be like, where's the snow at? Child, y'all. And y'all storytellers, you say? I'm not seeing it, child. I'm really not. This is what one of the rooms look like inside. Now you got, Native American tribe, print, right? But you don't see any snow. Like, I mean, talk about making $1.15, but let's go back to it. Let's go back to it, child. Okay, let me share this tab again. Okay, there we go. We're back. But I just wanted to show y'all that there. Okay, here we go. Inside Piston Peak, guests will be able to see and explore the Visitor Lodge, Ranger HQ trails, and more, all set within the Disney and Pixar Cars universe to make sure these buildings fit naturally within the surrounding majestic landscapes. Imagineers are using a style of architecture called parkitecture, which was developed by the National Park Service to create these structures that harmonize with the natural environment. From the outside, trees will provide natural barrier between the off-road rally and other parts of Frontierland and Liberty Square. Rugged mountains with dramatic peaks will be nestled along a calming waterway across Grizzly Hall, and soaring geysers from the famed Big Thunder Mountain Railroad will stretch into the trails of our off-road rally. Just cruising around the river bend. As work revs into high gear this summer, the Rivers of America, Tom Sawyer Island, and the Liberty Square Riverboat will close beginning July 7th. Imagineers are also hard at work beyond Big Thunder Mountain to bring to life the first ever land inspired by Disney films with two major attractions, dining and shopping, all on an incredibly twisted grand scale. Two attractions is all that you're giving for Villains Land. Like, I talked about how y'all can take Villains Unfairly Ever After and make it a show about the magic mirror, because the flexibility of the magic mirror is something we've never seen before. I mean, hell, the magic mirror's House of Mirrors. Or better yet, how about the Magic Mirror's roller coaster? Like, come on now. Two major attractions Really? I mean, when I think of, when I think of Dark Universe, right, I think of Monsters Unchained, right? And then let me see something, because I want to see how many attractions they got. Dark Universe attractions. Okay, so Dark Universe also has 2 rides. Okay, so, but still, I mean, 2 rides, really? I guess it's more about the experience, child. But anyway, but that's not all that's happening at the Magic Kingdom. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad will reopen next year with new magic, and later this summer, Disney Starlight will, grace the streets of the Magic Kingdom with its grand debut on July 20th. And the Beak and Barrel will welcome pirates of all ages. So follow along every step of the way on the Disney Parks blog, because more details are coming soon. Okay. So, this is what I would have to say, right? Now, I watched a video from WDW Pro this morning, and he said something that I did not think about. Now, this is all alleged, what I'm about to say. Apparently, when Disney lost the Reedy Creek District, self-district, right? So Reedy Creek District has its own district with its own police, fire, EMT. They had no outside control from Florida telling them what to do. And because Disney wanted to stand up for what was right through the First Amendment, right? Ron DeSantis took that away. But Ron DeSantis, the dumbass that he is, didn't recognize that Florida will have to fit the bill for Disney World. By the way, did I mention that him and his wife got married at Walt Disney World? Yeah. So, with all that being said, allegedly, if you had a medical emergency, now this is what WDW Pro said, if you had a medical emergency on the riverboat, they could not get on the riverboat fast enough, right? Because the Liberty Bell goes in a loop. It has a pace, right? So this is 2025. I'm sure that there are many health companies that have solutions for Disney. And guess what? There's a thing called Imagineering. Now, I'm not saying Imagineering needs to come up with a health device, but I'm sure that some health company could have teamed up with Disney, right, and Imagineering to be able to make not so much the device, but could, take the device, theme it to Disney, and not to mention too, like, why was there not EMTs on the riverboat? Now I know what you're thinking, Bray. It's a riverboat, right? You just said what you said. But still, even with that, there should always be some, body on these rides to make sure that they're okay, right? So that's just my thought on it. And not to mention, too, you're taking out Rivers of America, which was pivotal to the opening of Walt Disney World, right? Because you have Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland. And so I said this last night. I'm like, could Rivers of America be Kermit's Swamp and then Fozzie Bear National Park? Like Yogi Bear and Jellystone, right? So that's just my take on Disney. Oh, my Lord Jesus. It just is what it is. All right, y'all. More Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here, right now. Now, I'm going to go in on this story. I don't care how anybody feels on it. Because you saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and name it, you know why you're here. Kent State University to close LGBTQ plus multicultural and women's centers to comply with state law. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Kent State University announced today that it will be ending its women's center, LGBTQ center, and its multicultural center to comply with the state ban on diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives in higher education. However, the university said that the physical spaces that formerly housed those centers will remain open. That includes the Timothy E. Moore Center, the home of the Multicultural Center, the Women's House, the home of the Women's Center. Ebony Pringle, Senior Vice President for Student Life, said in a letter to the campus that Monday that those spaces will serve all students. Although the centers are closing, the Division of Student Life remains deeply committed to fostering student success, student belonging, and ensure continued access to resources benefits students have consistently associated with the centers. Pringle wrote, the Center for Student Involvement will continue to serve as a vibrant gateway to exciting, connected, and fulfilling college experience. This includes clubs, organizations, leadership opportunities, fraternity, and sorority life. The changes are a direct response to Senate Bill 1 signed into law earlier this year, which prevents institutions from providing an advantage or disadvantage to staff or students based on ethnicity, religion, race, sexual orientation, sex, or gender. Ohio State University already moved to close their versions of these centers earlier this year. The 47 administration has also issued executive orders targeting diversity, equity, inclusion programs at institutions that accept federal funds. My Lord. Pringle announced a host of other changes coming to Kent's campuses in the letter Monday, which will take effect June 27th when the higher education law goes into effect. Kent's Stark campus will no longer operate its LGBTQ resource center, but the space will continue to be available as a general resource room intended to serve all students. Oh wow, this is just the university's LGBTQ plus living learning community will be discontinued. This program allow LGBTQ students to live in the same area of residence altogether. Pringle said the other living learning communities will remain. Despite the Women's Center closing, the Women's House will remain the home for the Center for Sexual and Relationship Violence Support Services. At the same time, Pringle said the university will be expanding support for student clubs, organizations, including fraternities and sororities. She said staff will offer guidance to students, work with student leaders and advisors to provide other support to organizations that's needed. This university will not be laying off any staff who has worked at the centers. A spokesperson said Monday, after identifying positions of departments that align with their expertise. Cleveland State University is reviewing the higher education law. CSU said in a May 23rd statement, currently operates a Women's Center, a Office of Inclusion, Multicultural Engagement, and an LGBTQ plus Student Services Office. The university continues to review the law and how it will impact our programs. Activity spokesperson Kristen Broca said, this is an ongoing process, and we are working toward being in full compliance. CSU remains focused on our primary responsibility of meeting the educational needs of our students. The University of Akron does not operate any affinity-based centers, spokesperson said on May 23rd, and is working to comply with SB 1. Youngstown State University did not respond to multiple requests for comments recently. So I'm just going to say this. I know Ebony Pringle, right? She was in the CUE, Center for Undergraduate Excellence, right? So I'm not going to get onto Ebony Pringle as much as I could. I'm going to tell you why. Because her boss is the president, Todd Duncan, right? But I am going to get into this, right? Because if that's the fucking case, then everybody in Columbus, Ohio, Governor Mike DeWine, guess what? You probably have some Republicans that are LGBTQIA plus on the low. So does that mean that they don't get any resources to help them out? You also have women who serve in the Ohio legislature. Does that mean that they don't matter either? Like, do y'all see how stupid this is? Like, I'll never forget what my mom said to me one time. She said that while a mom can talk to her son, there's nothing like a father talking to his son. There needs to be a women's center because women can only talk to women about certain things. What the fuck is wrong with you? And then guess what? The LGBTQ plus living learning community is going to be discontinued. Guess what? There's going to be some fucking homophobic, xenophobic, transphobic person saying, I don't want to live with this, that. And then Kent State got a fucking lawsuit on its hands. And then the Multicultural Center, that's for Black and BIPOC students. Like, really? So what y'all gonna go after Oscar Ritchie Hall next? Really? Really? Y'all trying to get rid of TRIO that helps minorities, first generation, and people with disabilities. Y'all know the Robert McNair program is for grad students, right? So if that program goes away, then what are y'all going to do? Because here's the thing. There is graduation rates and retention rates. And if y'all don't hit those rates, y'all don't get no fucking funding, Kent State. Y'all must be that fucking stupid. A state law banning diversity, equity, inclusion? Then guess what that means? You got to go after every other thing in Ohio that's got diversity, equity, and inclusion. Because every state got Black history, whether you want to admit it or not. Every state got gay history, lesbian history, whether you want to realize it or not. Every state got women's history, whether you want to realize it or not. Y'all are letting a fucking criminal, a sexist, a bigot, and everything in between that's in the White House telling y'all what the fuck to do. Are you serious? Shut up. Kent State, you dumb as shit. I want you to know that. As alma mater, y'all are dumb as shit. Okay? And I hope those students are protesting. I hope they cussing y'all out. I hope y'all get all the hate y'all deserve. Fucking dumb waste piece of shits of life. Don't make no damn sense. I'm just like, what have these dissenters done to the Ohio government? Not a damn thing. Governor Mike DeWine doesn't go to these centers. Those representatives don't go to these centers. And so now when Kent State students get back, they don't got places to go. I remember the Stewart Center being a vibe before they put flat screen TVs in. They actually had, the paint that you could write chalk on, chalkboard paint. They had chalkboard paint, and they had like the projector where they actually like did what they did on chalkboard paint to make the announcements out. They had a coffee shop, Jasmine's. It was called Jasmine's. It was in the basement of the Stewart Center. They had pool tables. They had computers. It was a chill vibe. Now it looks like a classroom. Like, sincerely, y'all are some dumb fucks at Kent State for doing this shit. And I know what they're going to say. Well, Bray, we got to comply with the law. You don't want us to be criminals, right? Child, there are worse crimes to commit than making spaces for people. Child. And like I said, Kent State, you can't do shit to me. It's called the First Amendment. And do you think that this is going to go well for some of the alumni that has invested money into this? No. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Steve Harvey gave away some scholarships through his fraternity. Now, Steve Harvey broadcast this story out. It'll be good for y'all. I'm just keeping it a book. Y'all got plenty of alma mater that are Black and BIPOC. I got plenty of alma mater in the gay community. You got plenty of alma mater that are women. This ain't a good look for y'all. But y'all the smart ones though. Okay. Y'all, let's move on to something good, because I can't deal with this dumbass shit. I just can't. Anyway, moving on. By the way, shout out to Broadway World, who understands that everybody matters. Mm-hmm. Wicked for good. And by the way, Kent State, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. If you're going to hold me accountable for my words, then you also got to hold your students accountable for going the fuck off on YouTube. And you're not going to do that shit, because guess what? College is supposed to be for ideas and exploration and, trying to see what solutions can come about. If you don't want no smoke, don't create no fucking smoke. Now, Wicked for Good, something positive. Wicked for Good trailer to debut online following theatrical screenings. So, if you are going to see Wicked, okay, you can see Wicked today in theaters. Now, this is really fucked up because this is a supply and demand thing. Because NBC Universal knows everybody wants to see it, they are making it available only for one day so they can control the supply and demand. And it's not cool. But thank God this is happening. Though an exact time was not revealed, the trailer is expected to drop online this Wednesday or Thursday. Following its exclusive debut in theaters this Wednesday, NBC has confirmed that the long-awaited trailer for Wicked for Good will drop online this week. Though an exact time was not revealed, the trailer is expected to be released on June 4th after the screenings or the next morning. Fans who want first to experience the trailer theaters can purchase tickets for the one-day only special screenings on June 4th. Here, more than 100 theaters will debut the trailer after encore screenings of Wicked Part 1. All showings will begin nationwide at the same time at 3 p.m. Pacific time or 6 p.m. Eastern. So by the time we go on tour, the trailer should be dropping in theaters. During the initial premiere of the trailer for audiences at CinemaCon, director John M. Chu noted that the movie will feature the anticipated arrival of the girl from Kansas, Dorothy, with producer Mark Platt adding, "What's in store is going to astonish people." Ooh, okay then. Act 2 of the hit stage musical Wicked for Good picks up with Cynthia Erivo's Elphaba and Ariana Grande's Linda following the event of the 2024 film. The movie will include other familiar songs such as As Long As You're Mine and No Good Deed, along with 2 new numbers, including one co-written by Erivo. To commemorate the new film, it was also recently announced that a Wicked event special will air this November on NBC just in time for Wicked for Good. The special will be led by Wicked stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, taking place at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles this fall. Part 1 of the Wicked movie received 10 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande nominated Best Actress and Supporting Actress, respectively. The film won 2 awards at the ceremony, Best Costume Design and Best Production Design. Wicked for Good will hit theaters on November 21st, 2025, and stars Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, Ariana Grande as Glinda, John Bailey as Pharaoh, Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard, Michelle Yeoh as Madame Morrible, Ethan Slater as Brock, and Marissa Bode as Nessa Rose. The first part, released in 2024, is currently available to stream on Peacock. So, first of all, I'm very excited to see the trailer, right? And I want to mention something, right? One thing about the artistic community, right, is that it starts out very young. And I want to give credit to Rosie O'Donnell, because she pushed Broadway so hard on the Rosie O'Donnell show. And this is going to actually go back to Kent State just for a minute, because there's a program called Upward Bound that helps high school students get into college. The first thing that gets cut when it comes to schools is art programs, choir, band, theater, what have you. And to see Wicked, which has been a Broadway play for over 2 decades, have this Wicked Science. That's right, Renaissance and Wicked combined together. You're welcome. To have this Wicked Science is fantastic. And when you see Wicked, and the set design and the costumes and the songs and the acting, and just it is such a masterpiece. Like how Sinners is a masterpiece for everybody around the country, around the world, it's the same thing with Wicked. Like, and you don't even have to have seen the play in order to watch the movie, right? Because the movie is based on the play. Honestly, I could see Wicked at Epic Universe. As you guys know, we did a Universal Orlando rebrand master plan for Epic Universe. I did say in that plot for 20.50 acres that Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius could go there, but a lot of people are thinking Wicked could go there. Absolutely, it could go there because Disney has Fantasyland, right? So, Universal needs a Fantasyland, and when they did that Wicked, experience, which I still believe, is at Universal Orlando Resort. Okay, there we go. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Sorry, y'all. I gotta get my video back around here. Okay, there we go. Now we're back. Okay. The Wicked experience that was at Universal Orlando, I think it's still there. People are gravitating to that so much. I mean, it's costumes from the movie, interactive experiences, all that stuff. So I would not be surprised if Wicked came to Universal Orlando Resort for sure. And then to Universal Studios Hollywood, right? You know how they have the set of Nope and Jupiter's Claim at Universal Studios Hollywood? I would not be surprised if they try to recreate a set for Wicked and add it to the studio tour. Just saying. I think if they got rid of Fast and Furious Supercharged, which no one likes that at all. No one. Like, they are asking for it to be torn down at Universal Orlando Resort. They are. But yeah, I'm excited about Wicked. And like I said, I think that Wicked and the Wicked universe or the Wickedverse is going to be crazy. I really, really do. So shout out to that. So like I said, the trailer will be debuting after the encore showings of Wicked Part 1. So it's not going to debut before it. So you guys stay. And that's really smart. NBC Universal, that's really smart to make people stay for the whole film. So, but also too, NBC Universal, people will be looking at their phones. They'll be looking at their phones. Okay, is it 6 o'clock yet? Is it 6? 6. Okay, it's 6. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the trailer? Where is it? Where is the trailer? Where is it? Where is the trailer? Where is it? Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. More Braylon's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here, right now. Let me see here. And by the way, make sure that when you go to get your tickets, that's available for your town, because where I live, it's a small town. It's not Cleveland. It's not Akron. It's not Columbus. It's not Sandusky, right? So I'm pulling up where I am. Yep, I figured as much. It's to the bigger theater, so no, it will not be showing in my it will not be showing in my place here. So, well, not in my place, but where I live. All right, so here we go, y'all. So as you know, I got Jill Lee, Miss Lee if you're nasty, in the thumbnail, but I got her in the thumbnail for a good reason. This has nothing to do with Jill Scott, but Jill Scott knows the roots. So with that being said, let's get to it. From Philadelphia Magazine or PhillyMag.com, first day of Roots Picnic was an absolute disaster, fans say. Epically long waits, a total breakdown communication and organization had people furious. So here it is here. Is that a poncho? I think it's a poncho. And this white girl right here is like, listen, she is here for the vibe, okay? She got some action for sure. Because there are some men that like some snow bunnies, okay? This brother right here. Now I have seen this look right here with the matching, shorts and the t-shirt. That's been a trend recently. It's almost like Miami Vice vibes, but anyway. As somebody who writes about restaurants a fair amount, I like to say that you can have the most amazing James Beard award-winning food ever, but if your hostess is nasty when I walk in, or you seat me at 7:30 p.m. for my 7 p.m. reservation, or it takes me 20 minutes to get my first drink, or God forbid, all the above, it's happened. I couldn't care less about your confit this or includes that. And it sounds like the first day of the Roots picnic in Philadelphia was the live concert version of this apocalyptic scenario. Oh my Lord Jesus! It was an absolute disaster, says South Jersey mental health therapist Lauren Brown. We had seen an announcement earlier in the day that they were postponing the opening until 2 p.m. So we got there 2 p.m. We didn't get into the venue until 7:01. So 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4, 5, 5 to 6, 7. So they waited for a afternoon radio drive time shift of 5 hours to get into the Roots picnic. Oh my Lord Jesus. Woo, sometime between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m., the official Roots Picnic social media account posted the following. Hey fam, due to the heavy storms that hit the Philly area over the last 24 to 48 hours, the festival grounds took on a lot of mud and flooding. It created some real safety hazards. We couldn't open the gates until we made sure everything was solid for y'all. The good news is the schedule has been adjusted, so you won't miss a single act. We promise. We're just shifting things back to make sure everyone still gets the full experience. Appreciate your patience and understand while we do what we gotta do to keep it safe and unforgettable. We promise to make up for it. Welcome to the picnic. But Brown says there was no one outside communicating to the huge crowd of fans what was happening. She took this video at 5:01 p.m. So here we go. Oh, wow. Look at all those. Wow. Can you imagine being told that you come at 2 p.m. and then you don't get let in for 7 p.m.? Like, bruh, that. Shout out to the Aaliyah shirt, by the way. She should still be here. But look at all those people. Wow. Wow. So shout out to make sure here. I want to get her name right. So shout out to Lauren Brown for taking that video. That was at 5:01 p.m. right? We would see the staffers outside and ask some questions, but they would just say, I have no idea. Brown recalls. So I have no idea what their purpose was. We weren't allowed to bring chairs. There was nowhere to sit. And I have back and knee issues. So we didn't see any bathrooms or trash cans. So everybody was just throwing their stuff to the ground while we were waiting there for hours and hours. Questlove, I know you did not do the black version of the Fire Festival. I know you did not do that shit, bro. Come on now. Now, listen, I love me some Questlove. I love the Roots. And rest in peace to member of the Roots that passed away. But bruh, seriously, like if this was the case, child, I would have made a makeshift lounge, something so people could sit down. Like, oh my God, this is bad. This is very, very bad. Like, I mean, I'll get to what I have to say. This is just wow. As Brown explains that there was a massive wide crowd of people standing around outside in line, but they all had to bottleneck through a relatively small number of metal detectors. And as you would guess, some people who have already been there for an hour or two managed to get ahead of people like Brown, who have been waiting all day. Excuse me, there was no organization of any kind. Brown says absolute zero. Brown says she paid $400 per ticket plus fees for a 2-day general admission plus pass. I asked her what the plus was all about. You were supposed to have some special privileges. She says, but I didn't see nothing special about it, quite the opposite. Okay, let me see something. Roots picnic tickets. So let me see something. Because whenever you're buying a ticket for a music festival, they'll tell you like general admission plus, VIP ticket. So I just want to see. Okay, so here it is here, y'all. Here it is here. Okay. So they have Saturday single day general admission tickets. So 15 so this is around $125. 15 performances across 3 stages, access to all general admission areas, ample access to food and drinks, especially curated by the Roots from the best restaurants across Philadelphia, and access to curated Black Vendor Village. Sunday, single day general admission tickets, same thing, same price with all the same benefits, but I'll read it out loud for y'all. 15 plus performances across 3 stages, access to all general admission areas, ample access to food and drinks, especially curated by the Roots from their best restaurants across Philadelphia, and access to curated Black Vendor Village. 2-day general admission experience, 30 plus performances across 3 stages during the weekend. Access to general admission areas, ample access to food and drinks, especially curated by the Roots from the best restaurants across Philadelphia, access to curated Black Vendor Village. Now, let me see here. Okay, so Lauren Brown said she paid $400 per ticket, so that's not her ticket. Here is the 2-day general admission plus experience. So you get 30 plus performances across 3 stages during the weekend, ample access to all general admission areas, ample access to food and drinks, specially curated by the Roots from the best restaurants across Philadelphia. So this is the $400 tickets. This is what Lauren Brown paid for. Access to the general admission plus lounge includes access to curated Black Vendor Lounge, which is included in all of the other ones, the 2-day general admission experience and the single day general admission tickets for Sunday and Saturday. So that access to general plus lounge with seating on a first come first served basis, air conditioned restroom trailer with restroom attendants. Holy, okay, well, private cash bars available to general admission guests only, dedicated general admission plus entry lanes, curated food vendors serving the best of Philadelphia culinary options available for additional purchase. So basically, if you had the 2-day general admission tickets or a Saturday or Sunday general admission ticket, you had to basically do everything on your phone or on card. But there was cash bars for people who actually had cash on. And then right here, 2-day silver VIP experience at $799. So you get 30 plus performances across 3 stages during the weekend, access to all general admission areas, skip the line with dedicated VIP entry lanes into festival. Then you have all of this here. Pit access at the main stage subject to capacity, pit access to the Manning Food stage subject to capacity, access to curated Black Vendor Lounge, access to the dedicated Silver VIP Lounge, and then the Silver VIP Lounge includes direct view of the stage, furniture and limited seating on a first come first served basis, shaded areas on a first come first served basis, upgraded air conditioned restrooms with restroom attendants, on-site concierge, curated VIP food vendors serving the best Philadelphia culinary options available for additional purchase, VIP paid bars available for additional purchase, access to premium seats at the Manning Pavilion stage. One commemorative merch gift exclusive to Silver VIP members available for pickup at dedicated Silver VIP concierge tent, and then ample access to food and drink, specially curated by the Roots from the best restaurants across Philadelphia. And then you have the Gold Experience. This is the highest of highs for the Roots picnic. So starting at $1,399, 30 plus performances across 3 stages during the weekend, access to all general admission areas, great sightlines throughout the festival grounds. Skip the line with dedicated VIP entry lanes at the festival. Pit access at the main stage subject to capacity. Pit access at the Manning Pavilion stage subject to capacity. Access to the dedicated Golden VIP lounge. Ample access to food and drinks, especially curated by the Roots from the best restaurants across Philadelphia. Access to curated Black vendor lounge. Gold VIP lounge includes direct view of stage, shaded and elevated viewing platform at the main stage, furniture and limited seating on a first come first served basis, air conditioned restroom trailer with access with restroom attendants, on-site concierge, curated VIP food vendors serving the best of Philadelphia culinary options available for additional purchase, VIP paid bars for additional purchase, 4 drink tickets per day available at all bars throughout the footprint, 2 meal vouchers per day acceptable at all food vendors throughout the footprint, 1 commemorative merch gift exclusive to Gold VIP members available for pickup at dedicated Gold VIP concierge, 10 access to dedicated front of the stage area at front of Manning stage, and then access to premium seats at the Manning Pavilion stage. So most people probably got the single day tickets for Saturday and Sunday and the general admission experience. Those are probably where the bulk of their sales came from. The GA Plus experience, the silver experience, and the gold experience, those are higher tiers. So just want to break that down there. Back to this here. Let's see. Lauren Brown says she already disputed the ticket charges with her credit card company. Oh, make no mistake, Brown tells me I will begin a refund. It's good that I am a therapist. I have good coping skills. Otherwise, I'm out blowing something up. Oh, my Lord Jesus. When a therapist tells an outlet that they got that black side of them, that should tell you something, okay? Shout out to Lauren Brown's realness, by the way. Baltimore nonprofit leader Val Jenkins drove up to Philadelphia with some of her organization's volunteers to see what the Roots picnic was all about. My daughter went 2 years in a row and said she would never go again because it was poorly run. Says Jenkins, I thought to myself, how bad could it be? Now I know very poorly run is an understatement. The VIP line must have been 3 times larger than the general admission line. What? Bruh, come on now. Explain that to me. How is your VIP line 3 times longer than general admission? Jenkins says she saw one woman who was waiting in line for hours pass out and fall on the ground. That is heat exhaustion, ladies and gentlemen. This is a picnic, and one of the main things about picnic is the blessing of food, Jenkins says. But there was no food for those of us weighing out there in line for hours and hours. Maybe that woman is diabetic and needed to eat. Who knows? It was just wrong. Jenkins bought a 2-day general admission pass and insisted she wouldn't be using the second day of her pass. Why would I go back for a second day of the same bullshit? She told me. Jenkins posted the following on TikTok on Sunday morning. So here we go.
Just like the Gemini season, sometimes you don't know what kind of mood you're going to be. You want on shorts, pants, a tank top, or a jacket. Either way, I'm going to be stylish. Where your fans
at? She look good now.
the doors open at 1 o'clock. What time is it? It's now 5:06. People are they're not letting people in. People are turning around. They're saying there's no electricity, but we hear music.
No electricity.
Very unorganized. This needs to be reported.
And
So, man, why are you leaving?
I've been here 59 days, 10 hours.
Wow.
I'm about to make it burn till I return.
So I think that everyone from the Roots Picnic 2025 should receive a refund. We've been in line since 1 o'clock. People are actually leaving. I absolutely am angry. I met this beautiful young lady, and ma'am, how long have you been in line? What's today, ma'am? Today is Saturday. What's today? We don't even know what today is. We've been in line so long. Ma'am, how long have you been in line?
I've been in this line since 12 o'clock.
Well, ma'am, the doors didn't open up till 1.
Well, that's when I got here early.
And they didn't let you in yet?
They did not. And it's almost 6 o'clock.
Oh, my God. Ma'am.
Can I get a refund?
Look at this community. Ma'am, you're dressed so warm. How long have you been in this line? A long time? And this is the... Ma'am, are y'all leaving? How long have y'all been in the line? 3 hours? Oh my goodness. Oh, ma'am, are you from here? Are you from Philly? Where are you from?
I'm from the DMV.
DMV, and what part of DMV are you from?
PG County.
Okay, I'm from Maryland also. Where are you from, ma'am?
Look at our community. Get the tour.
PG County? Okay, it's the It's the community. If anyone know me, they would know that I am a community leader. This is not how you treat the community. Ma'am, how long have you been in this line?
Since 7 o'clock till the dot, I have no drop time.
This is...
Ma'am, you seem
they
like
say
you and
throughout
your
the
man
world.
came prepared. How long have you been in line for 2 hours and you in the VIP line? This is how they treat the VIP line? Okay, we gotta do better than this. Ma'am, you have your raincoat on, ma'am. How long have you been in this line? Too long? You're hungry? You're tired? Your feet hurt?
This is just...
And just all you want to do is hear gorilla. Glorilla. Glorilla.
And scene.
Well, the lady don't wear no clothes, goddammit.
All of them. All the ladies. I'm just here for Maxwell and Miguel.
Okay, and it don't seem like you're going to get in. I hate to be the one to tell you.
That's it.
Okay, we're out.
Damn shame.
This is what we do in the rain. I don't mind the rain because we knew it was going to rain. What I don't mind is, what I'm hating on is the fact that we're in this line this long. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Where you been? I've been looking for you.
I've been looking for you. How long have you been in this line, ma'am?
I don't know.
Ma'am? Ma'am, how long have you been in this line?
I don't know what time.
You're hungry, you're tired, you want to hear some music, you need energy in your life. All you want to hear is, what's the girl's name? Glorilla. And you can't hear her.
Why?
Because you in the...
Tell them to hurry up. They said it's a 4-hour wait time.
Did you just ask me why?
4-hour wait.
Where's that, boo?
Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at?
Where the fans at, y'all?
I mean, church is at least more organized than this.
It's the Roots Fest, Root Picnic. That's what I'm talking about. That must be a Navy man.
You gotta wait there, bro.
We're at the Roots Picnic 2025. We want to know where the fans at. Where she at?
Where them fans at?
Wait,
Where them fans at? Where them
We're
fans
making us
at?
all out 15
Where
cents. I
them
will definitely
fans
say that.
Oh, I got my
That
boots
wasn't
on
too
the
bad.
ground.
That wasn't too bad at all.
Girl, if you don't become famous, tell them who you are and where they can find you at.
Oh, okay. My name is Honey Griff. You can find me down in VA, baby.
When you're always in Philly and someone asks me, do I know who?
Steve.
Steve who, man?
Steve Bell.
Brother, what are we doing? At the Roots Picnic 2025. Tell us your opinion, sir. How long have you been in the line, ma'am? Sir? All right, let us know what you see.
What's going on right now is ain't nobody moving. It's it. Nobody moving, y'all. It's fucked up.
Tell us how we move forward ahead.
Everybody's
And we want a refund.
fuck up the algorithm.
Fuck up the algorithm.
We got a little tent right there.
This is the crowd trying to get in. They telling me that they've been here since 1 p.m. What are we going to do about the situation?
We're going to forge ahead.
Just 1-2 email at the same
Fuck
time.
their security.
Fuck up their inbox.
That's what the inbox is.
Fuck up the inbox.
This is the line. They're tired. They're angry. And their feet hurt.
We have to use the bathroom.
Say it again,
We
ma'am.
have to use the bathroom.
Say it again, ma'am.
Just a basic human right, using the bathroom.
Okay, and you're angry. And you've been here since 12:45, and we're sick of it.
Yeah. They said rain or shine.
At 7 p.m., we are just getting in the line. Getting in. All the vendors are gone.
All the vendors are
I
gone.
completely lost it. The what? The 8-year-old TJ. I was staying in the line for 5 hours to watch the 8-year-old DJ. Serious.
Shout out to Val Jenkins for getting that on the ground there. Elementary school teacher Lanita Calhoun rather, also drove up from Maryland and says she is furious about the entire experience. It was ridiculous. She says there was this gate that wasn't wide enough for these people in wheelchairs to get through, and nobody was doing anything about it. Eventually, we all started chanting, "Open the gate! Open the gate! Open the gate!" I'm sure there was some people saying, "Open up the motherfucking gate!" I'm sure, but it took forever to get someone to actually do something. Calhoun didn't arrive until 4 p.m. and says it took her about 3 hours to get to the metal detectors. Eventually, we came to realize that one reason the line was moving as much as it was because people were cutting their losses and leaving. She says, "I only went there to see Maxwell. The updated set time that they put out on Saturday due to the problems, they said Maxwell would go on a little bit after 9. It was 11:30 by the time he went on. It was a very unpleasant day." One doctor from Delco who has been to more than a few Roots Picnic says this may be her last. "My annual tradition of the Roots Picnic may have come to an end after this year," she wrote on social media. "Took 2 hours to get. I had to help a lady after having a full-on panic attack, but I was in good company, and the crowd in the line was breaking into songs at times as we suffered together. I didn't get to see Maxwell. The lineup next year will have to be fired, otherwise I'm getting too old for this." Roots Picnic curator did his best to apologize to fans in an Instagram post. Editorial note: a previous version of the story stated that Questlove had yet to comment on the matter. So let's see that there. All right, so here we go, y'all. From Questlove, because y'all know we cover everything, give everybody's perspective. So here we go. Okay, I don't know why it's not playing. Hang on, give me a moment, y'all. So Questlove says here, good people and attendees of the Roots Picnic 2025. All right, I know today wasn't ideal for the Roots Picnic in this 18th year, in this 18th year, 2025. This year has been particularly challenging, to say the least. This is from Questlove. Transforming the Manning Center into our event takes about 2 weeks, but as many of you experienced heavy rain from May 30th into the morning of the 31st caused significant damage. Midnight to 7 a.m. We nearly canceled the picnic because conditions were unsafe for everyone involved. Ultimately, we chose to take extra time to repair the site and ensure safety for all ticket holders, which is why there was a 3-hour delay. Yes, I got numerous messages from attendees, family, everyone in the tri-state, but we prioritize caution above all else. After working hard to improve on the site, after factoring in the challenge of finding mulch to absorb excess water, we managed to revise the schedule so that all our Sequoia headliners, Maxwell, who we all owe an incredible amount of gratitude for doing us a solid with 50 seconds on the clock, and Lilo could perform without violating noise curfews. I'm personally thanking all the Live Nation staff led by Sean B for moving at lightning speed and solving the many obstacles and puzzles it took to even make today happen. It's 3 a.m. and I want to thank you for your understanding and patience through this adversity. This year has shown our ability to adapt and overcome challenges, much like we did past years. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm excited to revisit the Do You Want More LP on the main stage. Please enjoy the picnic as we kick off our summer together. Thank you, Questo. So that is from Questlove there. Of course, as you see, no comments on the post there. So Quest, it looks like y'all got some work to do because it's not the first time that this has happened. Speaking of things that are not happening, right? Very sad story to bring y'all. Very, very sad story to bring y'all here. From KRK.com, career counselor at Little Rock Job Corps said federal pause on operations nationwide leaves students with nowhere to go. Little Rock, Arkansas. When we heard the news that Job Corps centers nationwide will no longer operate after June 30th, career counselor Rashika Babs first thought the high-risk students currently enrolled in career training and educational programs. For a lot of them, that's a tragedy. A lot of them have nowhere to go. A lot of them have nowhere to turn to, Babs said. She said around 75% of the 160 students enrolled in the program live at the center. Those are going to be the youth. Those are going to be youth, rather, that have an income that's below the federal poverty level. We see a lot of youth that did not succeed in traditional youth settings, Babs said, because of the pause of operations set by the U.S. Department of Labor. Babs says by June 5th, students living at the center will have to be gone and all operations paused by June 30th. Temporary or not, Babs feels that this experience will have a long-lasting effect. I think that for a lot of them, this feels like a repeat of what they already experienced in their lives, and that's abandonment. And it's a fucking damn shame because, to me, I feel like, Hollywood should be able to take on, Job Corps, or some company should be able to incorporate this and invest in the building being revived with new makeovers for the rooms and the places, the classrooms and the labs where they get to do what they do, to learn the skill set. So here we go.
The Department of Labor is pressing pause on a program that has helped thousands of low-income adults get through school and into the workforce. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for KRK4 News at 10. I'm Gary Burton Jr.
And I'm Jessica Rockwell. The federal government announced that it will be closing Job Corps centers nationwide next month because of increased costs and increased incident reports.
Yeah, Catherine Thornberry joins us live in studio tonight after visiting a Job Corps center in Little Rock today. Catherine, these programs, they provide free housing, education, job training. This closure is definitely going to have a big impact.
Yeah, Gary, and doors are expected to close Thursday, leaving more than 150 people in Little Rock without a job and without a place to call home.
I think I was shocked. I think all of us were.
When hearing the news that Job Corps centers nationwide will no longer operate after June 30th, career counselor Rakisha Babs first thought of the high-risk students currently enrolled in the career training and educational programs.
For a lot of them, there's tragedy. A lot of them don't have anywhere to go. a lot of them have no one to turn to.
She says around 75% of the 160 students enrolled in the program live at the center.
So those are going to be youth that have income that's below the federal poverty level. We see a lot of youth that have not succeeded in traditional school settings.
Because of the pause of operations set by the U.S. Department of Labor, Babs says by June 5th, students living at the center will have to be gone.
It was all they had. It's beyond a job training. It is the only support system that they have.
And all operations paused, temporary or not. Babs feels this experience will have a long-lasting effect.
I think for a lot of them, it feels like a repeat of what they've already experienced in their lives, and that's abandonment.
Babs says when these students leave, they will ideally go to the military college or enter the workforce. Instead, on June 5th, she plans on taking some of them to shelters in the area. Reporting live from studio, I'm Catherine Thornberry. Back to you.
That's a fucking damn shame. Like, why is this on pause? You have no legitimate reason for it. And by the way, I will keep repeating that if Barack Obama's free community college program would have passed, this would have also helped out Job Corps, because some of those people that would have got an associate degree could have taught at Job Corps. Moving on. By the way, for those of you who are on TikTok Shop, you might want to pay attention to this story. The era of free view. Oh, no. Stop. There we go. Got your ass. That's all. It's all good, y'all. Hang on. Give me one moment. I figured this was going to do it to me. That's why you copied the article. And you make it do what it do. Give me a moment, y'all. Make no damn sense at all whatsoever. I literally copied it this morning just in case this happened. So give me a moment. And of course, I got your positive news story, and then we'll head on out here. This has been a very good show this morning. So, for those of you who are on TikTok Shop, you need to pay attention to this story. You need to pay attention to this story that I'm about to tell you about, because this is going to be extremely important for those of you trying to make a career of just being seen. Here we go. So the era of free views on TikTok Shop is fading fast. TikTok Shop, hang on, let me see if I can do this. Okay, there we go. All right. So TikTok Shop entered the U.S. with a unique pitch. We can make your products go viral for free. Early e-commerce sellers scored millions of organic views that sometimes resulted in a sales surge, but the era of free traffic on TikTok is fading. Company partners and insiders said the honeymoon period for TikTok Shop is over. For years, TikTok sent organic traffic to videos from U.S. merchants to help jumpstart interest in its e-commerce business. But now product sellers generally have to pay for TikTok ads in order to get significant views on their videos, 3 company partners and 2 TikTok staffers said. The drift away from free views began last year, but has really picked up in 2025. These people said the shift has been painful for some small businesses that are drawn to TikTok because it was a low-cost sales tool. A key part of the company's pitch to e-commerce brands has been, hey, we're a platform for viral videos, and if you're lucky, we'll make your products take off too. Whether you had sold pickle jar themed sweatshirts or free dry Skittles, you had shot up grabbing millions of views for free. After a video gained steam, sales will often fall, sometimes faster than sellers can handle. But in 2025, those unpaid views and serendipitous order surges are few and far between. 3 TikTok agency partners said the platform has a lot more companies on its roster that are competing for attention. It's not just using their views as often, they said. As free traffic fades, brands are turning instead to paid ads to promote their shopping videos. My recommendation to all brands is model your business to be sustainable on an ad-driven marketplace or you're destined to falter. Max Benter, CEO of the social media commerce agency Orca, told Business Insider, whether that's benefited you whether that's because you benefit from early traffic rather, or a viral moment you can't sustain without an ad program, which costs money. The shift toward paid traffic is a sign that the platform is maturing, said William August, CEO of the social shopping firm Outlandish. When TikTok first began testing Shop in the U.S. in late 2022, it had sent free traffic to sellers in order to draw up interest and demonstrate its platform could drive sales. Ultimately, the company wants its business to look like more of a Chinese, to look more like that of its Chinese sister shop, Yourzen or Amazon, which makes money from ads in addition to taking a commission on product sales. The TikTok spokesperson said its team works closely around with sales to provide tips and guidance, content strategies that work well with the app's audiences. Into freebies. TikTok Shop has been pulling back on other sellers' perks this year, including sunsetting free shipping subsidies last week. So when you're in the TikTok Shop live, it's like TikTok's giving away free shipping, or they'll give like a 10% off coupons. Yeah, those freebies are over. Okay. The platform sales have slumped amid tariffs and other global economic factors. The company's leadership was disappointed with the performance of its U.S. e-commerce business in 2024 as well. As freebies disappear, the company could have trouble convincing its roster of small businesses to pay for better performance. There are still circumstances in which TikTok will boost views for shopping videos, 3 company staffers said. If a brand is selling a product in a category that the company is prioritizing, or that falls under a broader promotional campaign, its videos or live streams could get a boost, the employee said. If a brand is operating in a new market like Mexico or Brazil, it may get bump in views. And TikTok account managers can also request that one of their clients get boosted in the feed to help drive up sales, one of the staff said. The company has the ability to promote non-shopping content and user feeds as well. The shift away from free traffic for sellers comes at a tensions moment for TikTok in the U.S. The platform could shut down the country due to a 2024 law that requires owner ByteDance to divest from the app. Some merchants have been exploring selling new products, has been exploring selling in new markets like Mexico, where TikTok is putting promotional weight behind e-commerce. So I wanted to bring up this article because, this is happening. So if you're on TikTok Shop, those freebies, they were gone since last week. So either you have to make a marketing budget or you're done on TikTok Shop. So if you diversify yourself and you figure out different ways to be accessible, that can determine your rise or your demise. And I have often said consistency plus tenacity equals your destiny. That's my life formula that I've often told y'all. But also, too, if the only way people are able to reach you is through your website and TikTok Shop, but you don't have no pop-ups, you ain't doing no big events, or going to like BeautyCon, you're dead in the water, child. So I just wanted to let y'all know about that. Because listen, I want everybody to win. But in order to win, you have to know the rules that are in the game, okay? And finally, ladies and gentlemen, just want to announce this here. Some good news here. T-Pain announces TP20 celebrating 20 years of hits. This isn't a tour. This is a thank you. T-Pain is hitting the road to celebrate 2 decades of his music with his newly announced TP20 tour. The Grammy-winning artist took to social media to reveal the tour, calling it more than just a performance run. It's a heartfelt tribute to his fans. If I've learned one thing in the last 20 years is that music doesn't live on charts, it lives in people. T-Pain shared, this isn't just a tour. It's a thank you to everyone that was there in 2005 and to everyone who's just catching the wave. The TP20 tour promises to highlight T-Pain's iconic journey from his breakout days to what he calls the next 20 years that nobody is ready for. Y'all ready to see T-Pain pull up live. So there it is. There, just wanted to show that.
I tilted the world. I've just been going with my gut, but I know that I've been shifting it and tilting it ever since. Everybody sees all the plaques. Everybody sees all the stages, the lights, but what they don't see are all those times that I questioned. All the silence after the noise, all the headlines that wrote me off immediately.
You weren't only getting bashed, you were getting bashed by other musicians.
All I heard was auto-tune and death. But you know what I've learned? True artistry and greatness doesn't beg to be in the light. It is the light. Now, there were seasons that I had, I will admit, that not just from the world, even from myself. And one of the things that helped me get through it is when they let me walk on stage with a mask. It's for the now parents that are putting their kids on to what they loved so much back in those days. It's every karaoke night, every beat drop, every T-Pain Save This Song comment, every scream when I hit that stage. This isn't just my story. This is our story. Because music doesn't live in charts. It lives in people. You've carried me through these years. You believed in me this entire time. And when the world forgot, you remembered. And now, I remember everything. I've been many things. The hook king, the voice changer, hell, even the punchline. But there's one thing that I know I've always been. It's for the now.
If there's one thing, if I learned one thing in the last 20 years, is that music doesn't live in charts, it lives in people. This isn't just a tour. So thank you to everyone that was there in 2005, to everyone who's just catching the wave. The TP20 tour celebrating the last 20 years of T-Pain, the next 20 years that nobody's ready for. Tickets on sale Friday, tpain.com/tour. T-Pain, congratulations to you. That is how you celebrate 20 years. And you know, it goes to what I often say, anybody can be a present to entertain, but it takes somebody to be a gift to bless you. With that being said, that's the end of our show. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. I will see you guys a little bit later on for the Diddy trial tonight. And also, too, we're going to talk about 90 Day Fiance, Hunt for Love, because that show is popping. One love, much love, all love. Bye, everybody.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.